Hey guys, what's up? I'm back, and I look very pale because of this makeup. That's great. But anyways, so you can just ignore my chipped tooth. Hopefully I'll be getting it fixed very soon because it is very annoying. Just ignore if I go into like some coughing attacks because I have been sick with this cold and I'm like at the part of it where I just like have these coughing attacks just out of nowhere. But anyways, I just wanted to share with you guys I got a new bun. Her name's Bindi. Look at how cute she is. She's so cute. Okay guys, so this story time. I literally still to this day do not I don't understand, I'm still mind boggled by this. Okay, so I met this guy like 3-4 years ago ish, maybe 2, I don't know, it's been a while, we'll just leave it at that. We started talking and whatever, we'd like hang out and whatnot, and then we just like stopped talking just out of nowhere. This was a while ago before like any of what I'm about to talk about just started. And then I don't remember who messaged who first, but we started talking again, and this was like, I'm gonna say a year ago, so it would have had to have been at least like 3 or 4 years ago that we like started talking. It was just like hanging out and just like talking whatever, like it wasn't really like anything, what's the word I'm looking for right now? It wasn't anything like serious, I guess I'll just put it that way. So it wasn't anything serious, and then we went through another little thing of like where we didn't talk for a little bit. So like we started talking again. This time I was like, well, I keep like coming back to you, so maybe there's like a reason. So I was like, okay, well this time I'm gonna like actually take it seriously, like I know, and at this point like I know what I want, like I'm not trying to talk to a guy and like play all these games. So anyways, I was like straight out and honest with him, I'm pretty sure from like the get-go. Like, I mean, we hung out a couple of times after we started talking again, but like after that I was like, look, I like you and here is like what I'm looking for, like what I want, like, so if you're not about it, then like bye. So I like tell him all that, I'm looking for something to come out of it. He was like, oh yeah, me too, like I'm tired of being single. I was like really convinced that this dude like wanted a relationship and like was willing to try and all of that, but you'll find out. So me and this dude, I'm not gonna say his name, I'm pretty sure if he's watching this he knows who he is. At this point we have like hung out like numerous times and even like got physical. And anyways, not the point of the story. So after like, I want to say like 2-3 weeks, like we're literally talking like we're in a relationship, like we're calling each other like babe and baby and like all that kind of stuff, like yeah. So that's happening, and then I'm like constantly trying to spend time with this dude, because he like, I told him that like I'm looking for a relationship, like I'm not trying to play games, and at first he was like, yeah, like I feel the same way, like I'm sick of being single. So I was like, okay, like why would I want to talk to anybody else? Like, you're attractive and like you know what you want, I know what I want, so yeah. Then after like 2 or 3 weeks of like hanging out and everything, I like slept over at his house. I had a Brewer game the next day with my sister. So just out of nowhere, because I mean I was kind of curious, so we wake up and I'm like, so like what are we doing? Like what are we, you know, like that kind of question. And he goes, oh, like I'm really not looking for a girlfriend, like I don't want anything serious. So at that point I was like, okay, then why am I still talking to you and why haven't you told me that like before? Like, and why are you like sitting here calling me baby and like all this shit? Like, if you don't want a girlfriend and you don't want to be in a relationship, like, just be straight up with me. That's all I ask. That's literally all I ask. Like, just be straight up. That's all. So then I end up cutting ties with him for a little bit. And then I start talking to this other guy, and then like we hang out. He gets mad. Well, like the guy that I was talking to before that like wanted a relationship and like all that, but then he changed his mind. Yeah, that one. He got mad at me for hanging out with another dude when he told me that he did not want a relationship, he did not want anything serious. Like, why are you getting mad at me when I'm exploring other options, when I know what I want? So if you, like, why are you getting mad at me for that? Like, I told you how I felt, and you just kind of, like, wanted to do your own thing, which, I mean, I understand. Like, I don't care. But, like, all I ask is to just be straight up with me. That's all. Like, it's really not that hard. So he gets mad at me for that, and then we didn't talk for like a week or something like that. If he didn't want a relationship, why am I gonna stick around? Like, I told you what I want, and that I'm not here to play games and like end up getting hurt in the end. Like, I'm not doing that. So then we stopped talking for like maybe a week or so, and then we end up talking again and trying to hang out with this dude and just like talk things out and like see like where his head is at, because I know like from the last time we talked that he doesn't want a relationship and like he doesn't want a girlfriend, blah blah blah. So I'm like, oh, like maybe things have changed now that you see that you almost lost me. So, oh my god, this is just so stressful, like this whole situation, like, and it's still going on. Like, I don't understand guys' brains. I mean, they can say the same thing about girls, but I mean, shit, at least we know what we want. So the couple of times that I tried to hang out with this dude after he gets mad at me, like we talked after that. At this point, everything is fine. So the next couple of times that I try and hang out with this dude, he would, because we like message each other on Snapchat, so like you can see when people open your text thing. So I would like message him and be like, hey, like, what are you doing tonight? Like, do you want to hang out? He'd be like, sometimes he'd be like, oh, I'm at work or whatever, like, can't hang out tonight, which is fine. But then we'd like make plans and everything, and then I clearly remember one time that one of the times that this happened, I was at work during the day, and so it was a Monday, and Mondays I usually work like 12 to 8, and then I have Tuesdays off. So this was back before I like started school and all that. But anyways, so Mondays I would work 12 to 8, and then I would have off on Tuesdays. So I was talking to him like throughout the workday and everything, and I was like, oh, like, because I can't remember, I'm pretty sure he asked to hang out, and I was like, yeah, I'm working until 8, like I can come over afterwards. And then we started talking about like me sleeping over since I'm off on Tuesday. And so I message him when I get off of work. So this is like after 8 o'clock. Like, I'm sitting at home, and like I messaged him and I was like, hey, so like what's going on? And he doesn't respond for a while. So I sent a question mark maybe like an hour or two later. And he opened both of them. He opened both of them, but didn't respond. So I'm like, okay, like what the fuck, dude? Did we just make these plans for nothing? Like, okay, we made these plans, like we're wasting our time making plans when it's not even gonna happen. Like, why? Why? I don't understand. So we end up making plans, and then he just doesn't even respond. So I'm like, okay, I'm just going to bed. Like, I'm not gonna waste my time on this. Like, whatever. So I go to bed, and then he didn't even like message me the next day or anything. So I was like, alright, I see how it is. Like, I mean, me as a normal person, if I didn't want to hang out or like I was too tired, like I was busy, like I would tell somebody that. I'd be like, oh, I'm sorry, like I can't hang out with you tonight, or like I don't feel like hanging out, maybe we can reschedule or like hang out some other time. But he left me on open. Like, okay, I see you, like, bitch, I see you. So he leaves me on open, and we don't talk for, I want to say, like maybe a week or so. Like, this is like a normal thing. Like, we'll get mad at each other and then we won't talk for like a week. There was one time, when was this? This was before I started school, so it was like almost a month ago. Yeah, almost a month ago. So he starts messaging me out of nowhere and asked to hang out. So I'm like, okay, like I'm not doing anything right now, and like I don't work in the morning, so I'm like, okay, I'll come and hang out with you. So I stop at the gas station and like I call him and I'm like, hey, like I'm stopping at the gas station, I'll be over there in a little bit. And then like he's like, okay, yeah, that's fine, whatever. So then I'm done at the gas station and I'm on my way to his house. He isn't answering any phone calls or anything. So I'm sitting outside of his house for like 10-15 minutes and like just nothing. Like, he's not answering any of my messages, he's not answering any of his phone calls. Like, dude, at that point I had it. I was like, I am effing done. Like, I can't put my head through this anymore. Like, it's just fucking stressful. Like, it's literally stressful. So yeah, that was that time. One of the many times that he ditches me. And then this was actually, was that this Monday? Yeah, that was this Monday that this happened. So I went to class. I didn't get home until maybe like 8:15, 8:30. So I'm sitting at home. I have a 36-page chapter to read and do vocabulary words and like the definitions and do a review after reading it, all due the next day. So I'm sitting at home after I get out of school trying to do this homework, and I get a message from him. He goes, like, we were talking, like, just casually, like, talking, like, hey, what's up, and whatever, like, that kind of talking. And then he's just like, oh, like, do you want to hang out? And I'm like, I am literally doing homework that's going to take me all night and all day tomorrow. I cannot hang out. You know, you see how easy it is to just tell someone that you can't hang out or you don't want to hang out? Like, it's really not that hard. So I tell him that I can't hang out and that I'm doing homework, because at this point it was like almost midnight and I wasn't even halfway through this chapter. So I was about to like go to bed and like get up the next morning because I didn't have to work. So I was gonna get up the next morning and finish whatever I didn't finish the night before. But anyways, so like I tell him that I can't hang out and that like I have to do homework and everything. And this is the real funny part. This mother effer messages me saying, I tried. You tried once. One freaking time. One time. And of course, like, it was the one time. And you know what's really funny about it? The fact that he, like, we were talking before he asked me to hang out, and I told him that I was doing homework. like, and that I was busy. So why would you ask me to hang out if you know I'm doing homework and you know that I'm busy? And you know I'm gonna say no, that I can't. And then you wanna be like, oh, well, I'm sorry, I tried. Like, no, but it just gets me so heated. Like, this is why, like, no, just not anymore. I can't. Like, I'm sorry you tried to hang out with me one time out of, oh, I don't know how many times that I've tried to hang out with you and you bail on me or just leave me unopen. Like, no. I'm not taking that shit no more, bitch. So you can take that I tried and shove it up your ass. And then after he says I tried, he gets mad at me for not responding while I am trying to do this fucking 36-page chapter of homework. He gets mad at me for not responding. Do you want to know how long that actually took me to do all of that? It took me, what was it, 4 hours on Monday night, and then I woke up on Tuesday at 11:30 and literally was doing it until I had to leave for class at 5:15. That's how long that took me to do. And you're gonna get mad at me for not responding when I'm putting my homework first? How are you gonna get mad at me for that shit? Ugh, it's just like, it's so aggravating. I don't understand. But anyways, moral of the story. I know I should take my own advice when I'm saying this, but don't settle for anything less than you deserve, because you guys all deserve the world. And if you're into somebody who isn't capable of giving the world to you, then cut them off, because it's really not worth your time. And trust me, it is a toxic situation, let me tell you. And what's really funny about it is, like, all these conversations, like, I would tell my friends, I'd be like, hey, like, this is what happened, like, in the conversation, and, like, am I, like, overreacting? Like, do I seem like I'm acting crazy? And they'd be like, no, like, you just need to be done with him. Like, all of my friends told me to just cut him off. But no, my dumbass, like, I should have listened. My dumbass kept going back to him. But now, like, I'm finally putting my foot down, and I'm just like, I'm done. Like, after that last conversation we had, like, no, I'm done. Like, I'm over it, man. I'm over it. But anyways, on a brighter note, I hope you guys are all having a great day or a great weekend. I'm literally losing my voice from this video. Like, I'm gonna have no voice tomorrow at work, so that's great. We love that. I feel like I say we love that in every video. But yeah, so that was just a little story time that I needed to get off my chest, because it's literally, like, it's been building up for the longest time. Like, I just had to get it out. I had to get it out. And I mean, if he's watching this, I don't care. But even then, like, it's not, I'm done. Like, especially with, like, going through school now, like, I'm already stressing enough with just school and, like, balancing school and work and my homework. That's enough for me to deal with. That's enough fucking stress for me right there. So to add a boy into the mixture, that's just a no-go right now. I don't need anything stressing me out any more than I already am. Hopefully this helps you guys, like, if you're going through similar situations, like, hopefully it helps you to, like, put your foot down and be like, no, I'm not taking this anymore. Like, I deserve better. I don't deserve to be treated this way. Like, sometimes you just gotta do it even when you don't want to, because let me tell you, I did not want to, but for my own sanity and my stress and just myself, I have to just like eliminate it like out of my life. And it's hard, don't get me wrong, like it is very hard, but you will get through it, because I've pretty much gotten through it too. So don't let any little F-boys mess with your feelings. But anyways, I'll see you guys next time.